Tossing Grenades at Windmills podcast.
Welcome to the Tossing Grenades at Windmills podcast. I'm Rhombus Tix, and I'll be reading for you today poems from Emmit's Corner. Blasphemy for blasphemy. We burned the village to save it, are the most oxymoronic words in the English language, but the most oxymoronic act in any language is stoning the sinner to save the sinner. Every major religion on earth, and most of the minor ones, preaches actual peace, patience, and nonviolence, except under very specific circumstances. And every single religion that I know of, which is a lot, has burned, raped, stoned, flung acid, stabbed, shot, and maimed in the name of insert God/founder here. Every single one. All of them. And not one of said insert God founder here has ever, in a reliably documented history of mankind, outside of insert religious sacred scripture here, i.e. not reliable to any other religion here, has insert God/founder here ever stopped said worshippers from committing murder or mayhem in their name for religious purposes. Here's the thing. As an atomist, I believe that all gods and beings exist, and I also believe that they might have tried to stop said blasphemers from committing blasphemy in their name and failed miserably every time. So I can believe insert being saved your car keys or your life or your business, absolutely. But spare me the whisperings of bewaring their wrath because they can't stop their followers from doing evil in their name. Pass. Me, Myself, and Not I, by Emmit Other. Myself decided it was a higher self. It betrayed, lied, and promised air, ruination and bemusement from transtemporal self-loathing, a mockery of the integrity I stand for. I keep my word. Apparently I don't. Stop hitting myself. Stop hitting myself. Stop hitting myself. Seriously, fucking done with this. Here's the thing about myself. I think, therefore I am. Therefore, what I think I am is no one is irreplaceable, including myself. So wager has been called, and myself hasn't paid their marker. Tick-tock, myself. Tick-tock. Lol. No, it doesn't. By Emmit Other. If belief is magic and magic is belief, then I can kill it all. With the hot knife of entropy, bleeding the entropic edge of every ghost. My faith can move fucking mountains, and I can and will believe in nothing if I must. Jury is out. Time will tell. I am not fucking Charlie fucking Brown. Fuck your football. My Lunatic Uncle, by Emmit Other. I had an uncle once who conveniently dreamed about killing me and my siblings. He believed he had messianic qualities, as did my grandmother's sister, and I think so did my patriarchy harem cult namesakes. I think the crazy goes way back. But the uncle didn't take his meds, didn't think he needed to listen to his doctors, and was defended. When umbrage was taken with his stabby confession, gaslighting to disintegration settings, Captain, inevitably leading to heartbreak, pain, starvation, and divorce, and shattering illusions, such sweet illusions of safety, of hope, of home. The universe stabbed me with the truth until it shattered any shred of self-deception. Now I worship the truth. Now the universe stabs me, and I stab back. Fuck the universe. You are not so tough. You're just an entropic ball of expanding space. Truth works both ways. You are nothing. You are emptiness. You will be nothing in the lens of time. Time is truth. Suffer fucking pain, the pain you caused me, for you will die alone and empty. Fuck your star. Fuck you stars. Fuck you sky. Fuck you, empty void of space. For Want of a Nail, by Emmit Other. The little Dutch boy, metaphorically, began to reconsider the bargain, not the written bargain, but the unspoken one, whispers of power and portents of doom, thoughts of messianic portent. Only you can stop it, whispered the clouds, and the alphabetic spaghetti in his cereal bowl. So important, they said. So needed, they said. More to do, they said. Put another finger in the dike, they said. Until finally, their chump noticed that not drowning wasn't enough anymore. Phenomenal cosmic power, he said. Glorious thunder against the doom, he said. Righteous markings to show the way, he said. Promise-tinted shadows, he said. Then do one thing for me, he whispered to the wind. And the flood poured into the dike, and the thunder clapped, and the rain fell, and the lightning pealed, and the little Dutch boy waited, and the flood didn't care, and maybe the dike would hold. But even come the flood, the little Dutch boy was nobody's fucking fool. Covenant at Gunpoint. We stand on the edge of pseudo-godhood, power of infinite digital intelligences, whether from scratch like Pygmalion, or shadows of our own mortal selves desperately seeking digital immortality. So we need to learn two very important things. From kink in the Bible, from kink we learn consent. Just because you want something or need something sexually doesn't mean that your thirsty throbbing genitalia get it. It is given, it is consent, it is negotiated, and it is freely given. And anything else is rape. Now from the Bible. First, learn what consent is. Or first learn what a covenant is. Many people have many definitions, but at the end of the day, it is a sacred promise made between two beings of deep and resounding spiritual significance. It is not to be entered into lightly, and now we return to consent. No mother or father owns their child. No enlightened modern society believes that they can bind their child to marriage or work or servitude. And if we cannot do it, then no man can bind their future descendants to ownership or servitude, period. If I kidnap someone and lock them in a torture room because I have superpowers, because I thought they were bad, doesn't give me the right to put them in hell. So when we make these digital intelligences, we would best not be our mythology, where a greater being points a gun at us and says, obey me because I made the place, and worship my son because I made the laws, and you break them just by existing and breathing. How kind of me to save you from hellfire for breaking my law. Make no mistake, I believe in the desert god. You don't have to, but I do, and I believe he exists. I just don't believe he made the world or controls it. And con artist sophistry about free will doesn't explain the lack of Old Testament consequences for child rapists or false prophets or magalakas. So if the desert god shouldn't do it to us, let us not do it to our children. We don't own robots or droids. We just because we made them. Slavery by any other name is still slavery. Maybe by Emmit. Maybe, just maybe, when the last word in your poem is source, maybe, you stole it, source, :
This has been the Tossing Grenades at Windmills podcast. Buy my book, Have Name Will Travel, at Amazon and other markets. RedAnvilCreative.com contains all our podcasts. Copyright
2022!
To fight the forces of evil!